and they're lurching from crisis to crisis. That's the truth. And while the Premier puts up the government House leader to tap dance around this issue, around everybody in this House, we all know that all the roads lead to this Premier. You've got land speculators handing Conservative staff brown envelopes with their greenbelt removal requests. You've got the very next day the Premier meeting with the major players in the scandal, a meeting that he conveniently doesn't recall. And then the day after that, those removals ended up at the Ministry for Government Policy Changes. Speaker, back to the Premier. Are members of his caucus worried about what will be revealed in their interviews with the RCMP, and are they concerned their Premier may be implicated?
And the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
The only one who should be concerned is the leader of the opposition. Because she's right. All roads lead back to this government, right? Because we're the only government that actually invests in roads. We're the only government that actually puts money to build highways, to improve our infrastructure, billions of dollars to build subways. You know why we have to spend billions of dollars to build subways? Because when they had the opportunity in coalition with the Liberals, they couldn't decide on what they wanted to build. When I was a federal member, I announced the Shepherd subway 5 different times. You know who stopped it? They, Mr. Speaker. And you know why we need to build more roads? Because we got $28 billion worth of investments in our automotive sector, Mr. Speaker. And all of those roads lead back to this government that is making historic.
You're so dumb. What a dumb argument and deflection.
Dignity of a job that did it when the socialists were in power with the Liberals, Mr. Speaker. And we will not turn our back on those Ontarians. We will get the job.
You turn your back on Ontarians every day. Every day.
Member for Hamilton Mountain will come to order. Leader of the opposition. Next question.
All the RCMP criminal investigations lead back to this government, Speaker. Speaker, last week, City News revealed that the government transition binder for the new Minister of Children, Community and Social Services refers to the new federal Canadian disability benefit as a way to, quote, mitigate costs for the province. People are living through seriously tough times, Speaker, and this government is looking to cut funds to the programs that the most vulnerable people in our communities rely on. So to the Premier, will you pledge now to not make any cuts to ODSP?
Let's see. They just raised it 5%.
Coming from the leader of the opposition, whose party.
Oh, it means it's coming. That's what this means.
Now, we didn't just increase ODSP, right? We didn't just increase ODSP. We were the first government.
Look at your deflection.
To inflation. Not a radical concept, but it is.
Buddy, it was.
For the radical NDP, Mr. Speaker.
Radical, eh?
More money for those who need it the most, Mr. Speaker.
That is not the disabled people? What? That's not.
In fact, when we.
What about Ontario Works, huh? A tax credit. We already had that. He did nothing. Everything that they voted against is still passed. It doesn't matter because look at where we're at. Don't forget that, people. Everything they have said that the NDP have voted against still passed. And we're still where we're at right now today. You want to know why they're against it? Look at where we're at today. That's why they were against it. Because it was just a bunch of power grabs every single time.
Supplementary question.
Speaker, revisionist history.
Exactly.
Speaker, ODSP maxes out at just $1,300 a month.
Shameful.
Just $1,300 to cover housing, utilities, and food in the middle of a housing and affordability crisis.
Listen to them. They're so angry. They don't like to be called out for their shameful, disgusting
It's up
legislative poverty.
40% from last year. The federal benefit was always supposed to be a top-up to the provincial program to help people make ends meet. Yet the Conservatives, they want to use it as an excuse to make more cuts. So to the Premier, why is your government taking away vulnerable people's safety net at a time when things are
because they think that brings tyranny somehow. But like, look at them.
The opposition knows full well that we're doing
Where's Doug Ford?
In fact, we are making
Liar. Everything you say you're not doing, you're gonna do. Like you weren't gonna privatize healthcare. Fuck you, people.
They will pick up those tools and they'll do just that. That is why
They will pick up those tools and they'll do just that. Shut the fuck up, man.
That didn't, when the Liberals and the NDP were in office, Mr. Speaker, we've increased ODSP rates.
No, once.
Voted against that increase.
My God, all you can do is deflect about votes. And it still passed, and it's still, look it, nothing. It meant nothing. And they've been calling on you to friggin' double those rates anyways. So you're a liar. Why do you have to lie so hard? You can't do anything honest, just like, you know, when you were signing checks from your mom's fucking shit. When, because they're gonna take your car. Because you lost your job as an MP. And you're not fiscally responsible, and you can't, you buy them out without your beyond your means, sorry.
Speaker, the minister should read the briefing book. This government has stashed billions in the slush fund. They have no problem blowing $650 million on a luxury spa in downtown Toronto. And yet they'll still turn their backs on people relying on ODSP and OW. The number of people, Speaker, living on ODSP and OW has increased by 17% since last year.
Wow.
That's more than 120,000 more people, because this government has failed to make life any more affordable for
Yeah, exactly. You should be ashamed, Doug Ford. Right now. That's disgusting. They're making it worse. I'm shocked. I didn't know that.
You always know when the gallery has people that are concerned about an issue.
Now you're going to talk about the gallery.
The MVP care about an issue, right? Now, listen,
shut up. You guys are such losers. They care about a lot of things, unlike you.
They literally voted against it. Now, they had
All you can do is deflect.
This is what I love about the MVP, whether it's here or in Ottawa.
You are disgusting.
The balance of power.
Shove it up your ass, yo. The balance of power, this. What about you? You were the actual opposition.
They could have tied ODSP to inflation, did they?
You guys vote like the Liberals more than you don't. So shut the fuck up, bro. This is you trying hard not to have them in power. You guys are afraid of that because they actually do care about things. Unlike you. You're a loser. Oh, carbon tax! Oh, we're gonna talk about a federal thing again because, yeah! Because he's a loser.
People to get back to work, Mr. Speaker. They vote against everything that...
Yep, they just hate everybody in the province. Yep, that's why people vote for them still, right? You are so disingenuous, Paul Calandra. You should be ashamed. I wonder when Dougie's gonna get there.
Speaker, my question is to the Premier.
Woo.
Speaker, Feed Ontario released their 2023 hunger report on food bank use. Every MPP has a copy on their desk. Food banks in Ontario have doubled their use since the pandemic, with 6 million visitors over the last year. 2/3 were first-time visitors, signaling that things are getting much worse for Ontarians. Yet this government wants to keep people in poverty. During a cost of living crisis, the minister won't even back off from a cruel social assistance clawback. And food banks warned us today they are on the brink of collapse. On the brink of collapse. To the Premier,
idiots,
will you act now to save Ontarians from legislative poverty
Nope.
and increase ODSP
They won't.
and OW?
They don't care about people. If they starved to death, they don't care.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Yesterday they tried to say, and the other day, sorry.
We increased ODSP.
No, you didn't.
To inflation, and the member opposite voted against.
It's not even enough for them. You could just keep saying this. Just keep on saying it, but you can't even address the question, you fucking asshole.
Program at schools. The opposition
Who cares?
But, Mr. Speaker, this is a party. This is a party.
All you can do is stand up there and bash the other party. You can't answer a goddamn question? F off, Paul Calandra.
The opposition, they laugh at it now, right? They laugh at
No, they laugh at your fucking asshole, fucking callous, fucking cold. They're laughing in disbelief, most likely.
impacting everybody. The Minister of Agriculture talked about
Look at you,
how
just
it's
this.
impacting
Oh
our
my
farmers
god.
to the tune of millions of dollars.
Nothing is good in this province right now. This province is in hell right now. And you are just like deflecting every question. You have no responsibility, sir. All you can do is talk about the federal carbon tax. It's a federal carbon tax because you took away the cap and trade. And that is why we have the backstop carbon tax. So who put it on? It was the Doug Ford government that made this carbon tax because they remove our cap and trade. Quebec doesn't have a carbon tax. We had the same thing as them.
To food banks and leaving them to make tough nutritional choices, especially those on social assistance, affecting their health and ultimately our healthcare system overall. Throughout this affordability crisis, grocers continue to post record profits and are making the situation even worse. Why won't this government stand up to these gouging grocers?
Because they're their buddies and they probably have
Excuses
shares.
for them?
Because it's a free market, or it's a market society where we just sell to people. Ultimately. Not like physically, of course.
Day one, we have been fighting a federal carbon tax.
Oh my god, shove it up your ass, Paul Calandra. You're so disingenuous. You're the fucking carbon tax. You know what? If there was no carbon tax, I would be even more impoverished. Why? I don't drive. But I get $122 every 4 months. So, you know, that's $122 more in my pocket than you know, not. But hey, they want to take that away from me. Even though they have legislative poverty, how am I supposed to get out of it? Yeah, I don't care about what the premiers say. You don't govern for the premiers, asshole. You govern for the people, and you are ignoring them. I don't care what you suggest. You're an ass. I don't. Look at you deflect, though. Look at that. You are not even addressing the fact that there's the hunger in this province. People are hungry because they can't afford food or rent. Look at the fucking look at their faces. They're so proud at their deflection and their opposition government. I don't give a shit.